Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. I know a lot of individuals have places to go and things to do, but for those who decided to stay home tonight, I did this show just for you. Another.
Do you want to play a game?
That's my shit. I'm hoping that tonight's episode reaches somebody's attention. I know that we're going to be talking about something that is going to make somebody uncomfortable, but that's the name of the show. The Uncomfortable Truth. And tonight's show is, what is the effects of cheap sex? The effects of cheap sex and how it affects our community, how it affects our lives, how it affects our children. How does it affect our relationships? How does it affect how we see and view each other? How does it affect how we treat each other? I'm pretty sure that no one would ever think or even fathom the thought that something as simple as two individuals sharing a physical event could affect so many things. I was having a daydream. I was having a memory of a time when I was younger, when I used to get ready to go out and meet a woman. And all the things I chose to do, all the things I had to do, the long checklist of things that had to be done before I was going to present myself in front of a woman. Fresh haircut, go buy some brand new shoes, go make sure I clean the white walls on my car tires, vacuum out the seats. Hell, I'd even get an oil change. I wanted everything to be crisp and clean. I'm shaving hair in places I've never done before in my life. Making sure my teeth are white, my lineup is cut straight, and I am clean, smelling good, and prepared to go meet, possibly, a beautiful woman. And even I, somebody who was born in the 70s, who grew up hearing men sing songs to women about love and the possibility of having children and marriage, I too have been changed by the society that I live in. I remember not too long ago when I was single and I didn't want to do any of those things anymore. I just didn't feel it was necessary. The value of sex to me had dropped so badly that it all seemed to be overkill. Why do I need to go out and spend all this money? Why do I need to spend all this time? Why do I need to do all these things? All the way up until the point where I was doing absolutely nothing. I wasn't even going to go out and meet you somewhere. Like you had to come to me. Because the market has been saturated with easy access. The value of diamonds have dropped by 40%. Why? Because they're everywhere. And not only are they everywhere, they're making lab diamonds. Diamonds that aren't even real. But they mimic the exact same true diamonds that come out the ground. And you can't tell them apart. When they're right next door to each other, they're identical. So now the same thing goes for women. The same thing goes for sex. We have, may I say, lab-created women now. We have women that weren't born women. Sex is everywhere. And it's extremely cheap. Now, I want you to think about the housing market. I want you to think about any type of market where the value of something is plummeting because it's oversaturated. It's everywhere. If you could buy gold everywhere for cheap, what would the value of your gold that you already possess, what would happen to it? Would the value of your gold go up, or would the value of your gold go down? Whatever it is that you possess, whatever it is that you have that you find to be valuable, if it was just everywhere, easy to get access to, easy to find, would it be more valuable or would it be less valuable? And a lot of individuals are saying, well, what she does doesn't affect me. What she does has nothing to do with me. She can do what she wants to. That has nothing to do with me. Well, I beg to differ, man. The actions of these women, the actions of these individuals are affecting you. Somebody who's never did anything wrong. Somebody who's never said anything wrong. Somebody who's never had sex ever before in her life. You have 25-year-old virgins walking around right now that are not as valuable as they would have been because of women who have came before you. They have made your body, they have made your existence, they have made your presence less valuable because of what they are doing to the market. This is one of the effects of cheap sex. You cannot have anything, whether it's cars, homes, household goods, food, tobacco, whatever the case may be. If it's readily available, if it's cheap to find, you cannot say, well, mine, because it belongs to me, is more expensive. That's not how things work. Men are going to work harder for things that are harder to get. That's just the way it goes. Everything in life, whatever is considered to be rare and hard to get a hold of, will be considered valuable. You cannot overprice your bag of leaves because it's yours and it's got your name on it. I can get leaves anywhere. Hell, it is harder to get pizza to my house than pussy. I know you don't like the sound of it. I know you don't like it. But tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm off the mark. Please. Because you have lowered the bar so low that you are also making the reason for a boy to become a man obsolete, useless, worthless. What is the use for a little boy to try to become a man? Why? For what? To take care of what? To provide for what? You're constantly looking around and talking about these men ain't this and these men ain't that. These men ain't doing this. These men ain't doing that. Why do they? Why? Why would they need to? What are you requiring for them to have to become a man? What is the goal? What is the purpose? I don't have to own a house to get access to sex. I don't have to have a career to get access to sex.
Shit!
I don't have to have an education to get access to sex. I don't need to build my body. I don't need to protect. I don't have to profess. Why do you think we ain't got a whole bunch of men singing to women no more? Why you don't think we got a whole bunch of men putting their jacket over a puddle of water for a woman to walk across? Those are the images that I saw growing up. I remember seeing a whole bunch of men around a barrel of fire in the middle of the night singing to women. I remember seeing these images of men going up to a woman's window at night and trying to whisper and get her attention so they could sing her a song and win her heart. None of that shit is necessary. It costs too much. It's not valued that much. They'll call him a simp. If Boys to Men was a brand new group that came out, everybody, all the dudes be calling them simps. Look at these simps talking about I get down on a bending knee. I give it this bending dick. Then you wonder why you can sit on a train and with a baby in your hand and groceries, and there's a dude sitting there on his phone and he won't even move. Loss of value. You can get on a train and somebody can assault you and all they'll do is pull out their phone and record it. Lost the value. Back in the day, you couldn't even say something about somebody's mama. Those was fighting words. Automatic. Say something about a black mama. It may not even be the person you talking about. It could be his cousin, and he'll whoop your ass for saying something about somebody's black mama. Now these kids talking about their own mama. Loss of value. You cannot continuously give yourself away for free and then think that you can call yourself a queen. Queens don't give away themselves for free.
Nope.
A queen has to be earned.
Yep.
And kept and protected and honored. You couldn't dream of touching a queen. You'd lose your head. But you walking around and all I got to do is go ahead and just put your name on any social media platform and I can see everything but your clit and nipples. Loss of value. Every picture you take is your back turned with your ass in the damn picture. Loss of value. You got tattoos and shit all over your face and your chest and your back. Loss of value. You don't travel all the way across the country to get somebody to take some fat out your stomach and pump it in your ass and then think that everybody's supposed to respect. Loss of value.
Shit.
You think because people want to play with you that you are no more valuable? If I go and put hydraulics on a car, guess what? Hell yeah, I want to play with it. Give me the switches. I want to jump that motherfucker. It's going to be fun as shit. Go try to sell that shit back at the damn dealership. Loss of value. You can't put hydraulics on a fucking S550 Mercedes Benz and go take it back and trade it in and think you're going to get the same amount of money. That's not how shit works. Modifications bring down the value of a vehicle. But it means a lot to you. Man, you see all this money I put in this damn car? Sorry, a family of four is not going to buy your car with hydraulics and switches. You are a gimmick. You are a toy. You are a project that is special to you. Operator, if we could, let's play that first video. And after that, if we got anybody backstage, we can bring them up.
Do you know the cheapest commodity, the cheapest thing you can offer any man right now is sex? And it's not just you. Sex is the cheapest and the easiest thing any man can access right now. My question to you is, after sex, what's next. Because if you think you know the game, it only takes another girl who knows the game better than you to take the same man from you. Oh, he can't do without me. He can't leave me because he enjoys it when I give it to him hard. Hey, listen, you're just an object of pleasure. It's just a matter of the man meeting another object of pleasure for him to kick you out or kick you by the side. You become a substitute. And this is something a lot of ladies will not take. Ladies, what makes a difference between you and other ladies is the value you place on yourself. I've seen all manner of coaches tell you this, but today I like using stories for you to understand me better. Let us use our case study as Davido and Chioma. Are you seeing what's happening? And yet Nigerian girls are saying Chioma should cut soap for them. Chioma should tell them the baba that did the juju for her. No, there's nothing like juju anywhere. Chioma has got a typical example of what I call self-value. Have you ever seen Chioma online trying to oppress people, trying to show them that she's Davido's and baby mama? Or making noise, or responding to bloggers, or everything, or going all around Lagos fighting girls because of Davido? No way. I saw Have you wondered why Davido would go 10 miles and walk backwards to come and meet the same Chioma? It's because Chioma understands what self-value is. And this is one thing I would advise all those girls who are vying for Davido's attention to go and learn. Self-value, yeah, is priceless. It's something only you can give yourself. And it will make, have you seen some ladies, their exes will run backwards and come and marry them? It's because of these vices. But you, before the man will talk, before anything, you're already breaking bottle, you're already destroying everything, and you think sex will hold your relationship. No way. You need to relearn. Do you think Chioma is the most sexy Davido has dated? No. Do you think Chioma is the prettiest? No. But self-value is what has distinguished Chioma from other ladies you're seeing. Please, do more research for yourself. Do more reading to understand what self-value is. Rita cannot give you food and at the same time feed you, put the food in your mouth. You must learn how to teach yourself. This is what makes you unique. This is what makes you who you are. You want to be a slave queen without self-value. You're just a shaft. At the end of the day, a real man will separate the wheat from the shaft. Ladies, know this and know peace. Sex is not enough to hold your relationship. Value is what holds your relationship. It's not the money you're going to bring. It's your wisdom, the value you bring that matters.
Your value. What is it? Is the individuals in your circle bringing down your value? Are the individuals that you praise and the music that you listen to, is it bringing down your value? The videos you watch, the individuals that you enhance by sponsoring them with your dollar. Krishan, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. All of these individuals who are constantly and continuously bringing down the black woman's value. You allowing a man or an adult male who has absolutely nothing, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, to get access to the number one thing that you have that you find more valuable other than your life, which is your womb. You just brought the value of every womb within a 50-mile radius down. Because you sold it for nothing. You gave it away for nothing. When you got women out here doing their best to make sure that men understand that you're going to have to marry me, and they're getting passed off. They're being told, you're too expensive, ma'am. You want too much. I'm not doing all that when I got a plethora of women over here that are giving it away for nothing. Why the fuck would I marry you?
Hadouken!
Why am I going to go through all that? I got to buy a house. I got to have retirement. I got to have insurance. I got to own a car. Fuck you talking about? I got a girl down over on the other side of town, got bigger titties than you, got bigger ass than you, got prettier face than you. She got longer hair because she glued it on than you. She got a fucking tighter stomach because she got something that tightens her stomach up every day, wraps it up, keeps it tight. Yeah. Got surgery done, got her ass bigger, sucked all the stomach out, fat out, put it in the back like that. Fake titties, always standing up. Don't matter if she's laying down or not. No deodorant on the titties. And she lets me fuck for free.
Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
So why the fuck would I spend all this time and all this effort to get you? Why? And that 17-year-old son of yours, that 16-year-old son of yours, that 15-year-old son of yours, that 14-year-old son of yours is watching. We got a super chat. Laugh and learn, Kev. What's going on, Kev? Appreciate you coming over, man. Always supporting the platform. Stop by to show some love. Y'all get these likes up. Yo, listen. This is not TikTok. There's a little heart down in the bottom right-hand corner if you're on your phone. You got to tap that, then choose which icon you want to use, and then tap that. You got to tap that. You got to choose the icon. You can use a heart. You can use a happy space, happy smile face, whatever the fuck you want, and you just tap that shit. Tap the screen, tap the screen. A little different than TikTok, but I think that people are learning. They're learning. Appreciate it, Kev. Thank you. Really do appreciate that. I don't understand how you don't understand how other people in your market are fucking up your value. Every day I hear on TikTok and all other kind of social media platforms how women say, well, I can't speak for them. I can't speak for them. I can't speak for them. Well, you better start speaking to them. Because I had a class on my platform and I was teaching women what's a better way to capture attention of good men. We came up with something called the professional wife card. I'm working on it right now. It's going to have an attachment of a resume of all the things she's done. You can have hyperlinks. You can click on there, see that she's never had any type of run-ins with the law. She's going to have her medical screening on there, her education, all that, because we got black women who are determined to be wives, and I can't wait to help them. Ow! But unfortunately for them, the amount of them that exists, there's 3 times the amount of individuals who's fucking it all up. Going out here just skipping around, tripping and falling on dicks for absolutely nothing.
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
See, my grandmother said, baby, when we were young, if you didn't cover yourself up, if you had all your goodies showing, you was cheap. That means you didn't own no clothes. See, we wore everything. We had scarves and shawls and furs. And the more you wore, the more you had. I mean, the more expensive you was. But when men looked at you and saw all your breast out and half your butt hanging out, that means you was cheap and easy to get. You wasn't expensive at all. Guess what, ladies? Ain't shit changed. You are low value and cheap. And you are bringing down the market. You are hurting our other black women. Hurting their opportunity to be viewed as something that is valuable and precious. If you owned a diamond store, follow me? Everybody follow me. What's my YouTube channel? Y'all got to come over to Atlanta Cast Network. It's right here above my head. Atlanta Cast Network. Uncomfortable Truth. We're on right now, live, YouTube. If you owned a diamond store, right? Downtown Manhattan, you own a diamond store in the Diamond District. And everybody else is selling diamonds for a specific amount of money per carat. And all of a sudden you decide, I'm going to sell my diamonds 50% off. Everybody else is selling them $300 per carat, $200 a carat, whatever the case may be, $500 a carat. You say, hey, $99. $99 over here. $99 over here. What did you just do to every other business on that same street that sells diamonds? What did you just do? You just undercut everybody. You just hurt everybody. You just brought down the value of every diamond in the state. Because now, guess what I have to do? I have to lower my prices to compete with you. Or I don't get to sell. And I go out of business. And I know there's some women out there talking right now. I know some women out there thinking right now, well, fuck it. I'll just go out of business. I don't think you understand what that means. I don't really think you understand what that means. Going out of business in the sexual market does not mean you just close up shop and go home. For some women, that means homelessness. If you have a woman who makes less than $40,000 a year, does never get married, and never has children, she is doomed for homelessness. She doesn't make enough money to invest. She doesn't make enough money to save. She doesn't have any type of insurance. And when she gets too old to work, she will be on the street. And she did absolutely nothing wrong. All because you wanted to just have fun. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. Now, I know there's some ladies over here on TikTok. I know there's some ladies in the comments that probably don't agree with me. Show me the results that show that I'm lying. Show me somewhere in the continental United States where a woman can go and she is held to the utmost respect. She has the utmost value regardless of what's going on in the streets. Show me. Show me the city. Show me the state. Show me. Show me where men, the majority of men, are respecting women and going outside of their way, showing chivalry, paying all the bills, sacrificing their life and time, ensuring that they're quality men and husbands, preparing themselves to get down on one knee, marrying women at an 80% rate. Show me where the women are not having babies at over 50 to 60 to 70% of them being born, their babies being born out of wedlock. Show me where it happens. Show me where it's at so I can investigate and say that I was wrong. I have no problem holding myself accountable. I have no problem saying I was wrong. Show me where it's at. Type the goddamn city and state in the comments. I will fly there. I will go there and sit and talk with all the women in the community. You got women in Atlanta fucking up shit for women in Oklahoma. Goddamn wholesome country girl. Ain't did nothing to nobody. Virgin. All about Jesus and the books. And when she decides to leave home and go to HBCU down here in Spelman or somewhere else, she will be mistreated. She won't be protected. She will be used like a paper towel. She will sit in her room and cry and ask God why. I didn't do nothing. Why am I getting mistreated? I'm a good black woman. I just came here to get educated. But she didn't know that for the last 6, 7, 8 years that the black women been shaking their ass in every fucking restaurant and giving up their pussy for nothing. She didn't know that. Hell, she ain't even got fucking cable. She barely even had a cell phone. She listened to country music. And then what does she do? Just like the diamond store had to do. She has to do what's necessary so she can sell herself, sell her diamonds. She doesn't want to be out of business. She doesn't want to have to close her doors. She doesn't want to have to go back home. So what does she do? She gets her a fucking wig too. She gets her a BBL too. She's wearing these ridiculous, long, fucking, colorful goddamn nails. Can't even dance at all.
Fatality.
Over there trying to twerk, looking like she's having a seizure. What are you doing? Just trying to fit in. Just a wholesome country girl that had no idea what she was getting herself into, had no idea what kind of world she was stepping into, and didn't even realize that her value had started so low because of women like Sexy Red. Bringing down the value of our beautiful black women.
Message.
I got almost 80 people over here at TikTok. I need you to go over to Atlanta Cast Network, YouTube right now. And I know one of y'all want to get in the box and say something. I'm not bringing up people yet. I can't talk to you over here. Come over to the YouTube right now, Atlanta Cast Network. Uncomfortable Truth. We are hurting our women. Women are hurting women. And you don't even know it. Operator, can you please put the link in the comments at the bottom of the comments for anybody who would like to join? But it's sad that it takes a man to say this. See, back in my day, it was the young girls that were getting schooled by the older women. The grandmas were the ones letting you know what could happen to you if you do this shit. But it's taking men to say this shit now because we the only ones with the intestinal fortitude to stand up and get called all kind of names and called zesty and all other hurt and all this other shit. I don't give a fuck. You can call me what the fuck you want to call me. But what you can't call me is a liar. Because I'll chop your ass up with these fucking words because I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Not one single solitary shit. Thank you, Drama Free, for endorsing and supporting the platform. Super sticker. Thank you very much. It is not a man's fault. It is not any man's fault. There's not one man that I can point a finger at and say, it's because of you that the value of women are going down. I'm sorry, ladies, I cannot. Because you are the one who give access to sex. Y'all talking about, oh, well, the marriage proposals and the marriages are going down. No shit. Why would they marry you? What is the reason for? They don't even have a reason to become a man. Every adult man that exists right now, and I'm saying man, when I mean man, I mean they earned the title man. Every man knew that when they graduated high school, I got to become something if I want to get her. If I want a wife like that, I got to go earn this word man. I got to get off my ass. I got to do something. Either I'm going to go to college, I'm going to go to the military, or I'm so good I can go and do professional sports. I'm going to do something to where I can have something to where I can take care of the woman that I plan on falling in love with and singing all these R&B songs that I done memorized. We can't grow up singing shit like Forever My Lady. We can't grow up singing shit like Down on Bended Knee. We can't grow up singing shit like After 7. I give you the sun, the moon, the rain, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world. And even more.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
But today, that's what they're saying. Bullshit. All I'm going to give you is this dick. Because you don't require it. What would the man be? What would men be? What would men be? What would men be today, ladies, if you raise the value of sex? What would they be? What would they want to become? How hard would they work? If you raise the value of sex, you can't touch me. You cannot enjoy this body. You can't have access to my womb if you haven't done A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. What does it take? What does it take? What do you have? What is your list? What is your requirements to get access to your body? What is it? What is it? I gotta make you laugh. I gotta buy you some food. I gotta have a good dick game. That's it? Is that it? Operator, let's go to that next video, please.
Sex is cheap. Make a baby with her and start raising a family. What do you want? More entertainment? What are you waiting for? You're waiting to have emotional love? You're waiting to have ecstatic sex? This is amazing. This is super important. This is something all men need to hear. A good relationship between a man and a woman is where a woman gives her best years to a man. What do you want in your life? If you're not planning on marrying this woman and making a family, then you should just be honest with her and then get your shit right. Decide what you're doing. Are you looking for entertainment? That's what it sounds like you want. I want a girl that's going to give me good sex and good feelings. That's effeminate. I want a good wife. That's it.
You know, it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad that I have conversations with young men and I have no answer. I have counseled young men and young women for over 22 years. Kneecap to kneecap with young Marines, male and female, talking to them about life. And I've always been able to find the answer. Even if it didn't generate from me, I was able to go find it somewhere else. I was able to contact somebody else who had the answer. I have no answer for these young men. I don't know what to tell them to do. Because I can't fathom the thought of telling them to go out and be reckless. Go get a whole bunch of tattoos on your face. Go be reckless with your money. Don't save. Don't invest. Don't fucking get a career. Don't invest your time. Just go and do whatever is necessary to capture these young girls' attention. I could never put those words in my mouth and actually deliver them to a young man. But for me to tell him to go out and try to become the best man he can, knowing that he will not be rewarded for it, knowing that the possibility of him being recognized by the young black women is slim to none. Because if I got two brothers in the same community at the same age, and one goes and drops an album, and another one gets accepted into Harvard to become another brain surgeon, you're not going to give the brain surgeon praise. You won't even recognize him. But little Zane, a little Chicky Chack, a little Wink Whack, a little Ding Ding, a little Pew Pew, that's the new word, little Pew Pew. Oh, he'll get all the praise. The black woman who just got accepted at Stanford to be a biologist or to be some other type of scientist, no black woman, none of our black girls are praising her. None of them. But let her go slap a wig on her head and talk about her doodle asshole's brown and her coochie's pink. Oh, shit. She'll get all the praise. Let her pop her ass and vagina on the internet. She'll get all the praise. What are you doing? What are we doing? You can't go put brand new rims on an 88 Cadillac that's rusted the fuck out and backfiring and think all of a sudden now it's valuable. That's
Amen
what
to
you're
that
doing.
shit.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're going your whole life doing stupid ass shit, having random sex partners. Body look like chewed bubble gum. And all of a sudden, you want to go put some 26s on, a brand new wig, a corset, some red bottoms, some eyelashes, and all of a sudden you valuable. The fuck out of here. Value comes with time, effort, and consistency. You can't be the most valuable player of the year in the NBA and have one good game. You can't be defensive player of the year and have one good game. You got to play good defense all year long. The whole season.
Message.
Your whole life, ladies. You can't fuck off your whole life at your 20s and let any and everybody treat you like a drive-through. Treat you like a drive-through. I got 119 people over here on TikTok. I need y'all to come over to the YouTube right now. I guarantee they're getting ready to shut this down. They're getting ready to shut this down because they don't like my message. They never do. I don't care. This is the reason why I come over to YouTube, because you can't stop my message over here. You can't stop me and you can't stop my message. You can complain, call your congressman, call your mama, call your daddy, but this is called the uncomfortable truth for a motherfucking reason. Because that's what the fuck we talk about. And I don't give a damn how you feel about it. Because as soon as I'm lying, I got $1,000 ready to cash app any of you who can come up in this motherfucker box right now and prove me wrong. I'll send it tonight. I will post the receipt. Because you can't do it. Because proof has to come from results. Proof has to come from results. And the results are that, unfortunately, for our beautiful, sound-minded, ladylike women, our beautiful black women who are doing the right things, They are suffering. They are suffering. They are scared. They are unprotected. They are not treated well. They will never learn. They will never get to know what it's like to be treated like women did in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. They'll never know. And ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You'll never know what it's like to have every man sing to you, praise you, treat you like you a goddess because you are so valuable to them. You are disrespected and mistreated in every song, popular song walking around. I don't know how a black woman could even listen to hip hop. I don't understand how a black woman, because if I was a black woman, I'd be like, wait a minute. Show your mama you ain't wait a minute. But y'all be the main ones come up and request that shit. Y'all be the main ones come up in the DJ booth and play, hey, play that song. And all he's doing is just disrespecting black women through the whole damn song. And you out twerking to it. That's the equivalent of a white man making a song about slavery and black men going requesting it and dancing to it. That is the equivalent of a white man making a racist song and black men going up and asking, hey, can you play that song, Hang 'Em Up? Yeah, man, I like that song called Hang 'Em Up. I want to play that. I want to go out and dance to that. So, can we fix it? That's the question. Can the value be restored? Can the value of our women be restored? Okay, now I'm going to open it up. If anybody wants to come up and talk, go ahead and hit the link. Operator, could you please drop the link again in the comments? And we're going to bring some people up, and we're going to actually have a discussion on how can we restore the value of the black woman? How can we restore the value of our women? Do we raise the value of sex? Do we raise the value to be able to get access to your body? Is that what we got to do? But guess what? As men, we can't do that. We don't have that power. Sir, you're going to have to come over to the YouTube, okay? If you want to get on the panel, you got to come over to the YouTube, Uncomfortable Truth, Atlanta Cast Network. I'll bring you up on the screen, okay? Welcome back. Brothers, give these brothers a round of applause. I appreciate y'all coming on up.
What's going on, man?
What's that?
Boy, you just got to eat some chicken. You got chicken all in the screen. You got chicken all in the screen.
My bad.
He said he got the
Hey, man.
All I see was the gristle left on that one.
That's all left, Playboy.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure y'all been listening.
Oh, man.
Okay. First of all, let me play this last video. We'll listen to that, and then we'll come back and talk about exactly what we said. Can we bring the value of women back? Operator,
all right, for sure.
That video.
I wish as women we pay more attention to the ways that we represent ourselves online. We complain about our men, but little do we understand the real reasons on why they don't value us. We put our sexual attributes and beauty on full display. We speak about only dating men with $1 million salaries. We coach each other on how to be sugar babies. Yet we neglect mentioning how much we value morals, support, and integrity in our men. As a whole of women, we rarely speak about our passions or our talents. We live in a society where celebrating a degree in college is aligned with feminism, and having nothing built for yourself is aligned with femininity. Our selfies with the hottest makeup trends and luxury items and cosmetically enhanced faces go viral. As women, we don't celebrate online the things that make us human enough. Understand, when these things go viral about sugar daddies and about getting money, our men see that too. We can't allow these things to represent us today in society as what a woman is. You are more than your beauty. You are more than being degraded into a sex toy. You are more than just a pretty face as an object to be seen. Show off the things that make you unique, the things that make you you. I'm sorry to say, but there are a million women that look just as good as you, a million women that are just as fire as you. So these men walk around thinking that you're replaceable. Stop saying that men's opinions don't matter when you base your whole life around trying to get married. Stop saying that men's opinions don't matter when you waste so much time trying to get into their pockets. Let's start representing ourselves in the best ways possible. Honor yourself, and these men will follow suit.
I detect no lie. So the question is, can the value be restored at the value of sex is right now? Can the value of our women be restored? Now, I don't think, Laura, you agree
Well,
what I said earlier today.
well, I think that if the stock, if the vagina stock is gonna go up, right, there has to be some drastic changes. We have to have a rehaul of the CEO of vagina. We got to get someone in there that's going to direct the vagina in the right way. If the stock is going to rise, right? Because right now it's very cheap. Everybody can get it. It's for the low. The stock prices are down, real down. But if we going to have an overhaul with the company, the whole company, we need to get a whole nother backing. We need people to back it that's creditable to help bring the stock up, to put it in the right direction. But if that don't happen, I don't see it's just gonna go down from here. So they just need to come up with some better management, possibly, some good backers. Maybe they need to get Elon Musk or something to back it or something like that. So they need to do something to get this stock up, because it's plummeted and it's just gonna keep plummeting down. But yeah, there's hope. Jesus is alive, so there's hope.
I got a real uncomfortable question to ask you, and Laura, after you answer this. I got a real uncomfortable question. Both of y'all are married, and I'm on the verge, but I got a real uncomfortable question to ask you, but I'm gonna let Laura answer this question first. Can the value of women be restored?
Yes, it absolutely can be restored. They just got to raise their price. They got to raise the requirements to have access to them. If they don't raise it, we ain't gonna pay it. Plain and simple.
Here's the uncomfortable question, fellas. I know both of you have women that you love very dearly, and they share your last name.
Yes.
Now, not to you, but in the America's eyes, in regular public, have these women that we talk about that literally give themselves away for nothing, are they lowering the value of your wife? Not in your eyes, but just in the regular public's eye. Is your wife, who's done nothing wrong, who's a married woman, who stays faithful to her husband and takes care of her children in her home, as a black woman, is she also not losing value in the society, American society's eyes?
I think women in our community as a whole have lost value because of the sisterhood. There's no sisterhood anymore. With value not being shared amongst the sisters, and I guess if you were buying all at, I hate this analogy, but if you were buying all at once, you can't tell what's the bad apples in the group. So they have some bad apples in there, so they bring down the price of everything else. So yeah, they hurt each other value.
Peter?
Yeah, man. I agree with Lola. As you were saying it, I was kind of like, dang, this man got a point. Yeah, to everybody else's eyes, yeah, the value is just in it as a whole. That's why it has to be like, that's why I was talking about. I mean, I use the stock reference as a joke, but it's true. We got to get some better management. We got to manage the stock better. That's how you gain faith in the public eye, so people have faith in the stock again, and that's when stocks rise, right? And so women got to kind of come together and change management and manage it better. So in the public eyes, it can be seen as more valuable than it is now. And that's what just reinventing it yourself, and just raising the standards of what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept.
Fellas, the comments are not letting y'all off the hook. They are saying they didn't answer the question. They want a yes or no.
Man, I already said yeah. I said you have a point. Say
yeah. The sister, they letting each other down.
Yeah,
right.
The reason why I said that is because I want y'all to all understand clearly. Even though these are my brothers, it's the uncomfortable truth that we talk about. Right. And I can't let them say everybody else and they have beautiful black women that they love in their home. I want you to understand that we take this all the way to our own family. We're not just talking about random strangers on the street. We're talking about our mothers. We're talking about our wives. We're talking about our sisters. We're talking about our cousins. You are bringing down the value of the people we love. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show, Mr. Blackman. Hey, give him a round of applause for showing the show. Black man, stand up. Thank you for showing.
Man, what's up, man?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yep.
I don't know how long you've been listening, but do we need to bring you up to speed, or do you understand what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, you was talking about the value of our women, and I mean, unfortunately, yeah, I think the stock is down. I think that unfortunately, the problem is though, I think we're gonna have to, as men, go through back channels to get that value back up. And meaning, what I mean by that back channels is that we have to have the women hold the women accountable and to bring that stock back up, because we can shout it from the rooftops and the mountaintops, but unfortunately, a lot of those situations, they don't listen to us. So if they don't listen to us, and we have to, I say, go through back channels of having other women hold them accountable.
Well, the unfortunate truth, who is taking the value away from them? Cliff. Cliff, I don't know where you've been. You're missing a good show. But the value of women is being taken away from other women. That's the only people who can take the value away.
Yeah, it's the management, bro.
Well, let's give him clap back and round of applause. Thank you for joining the show. Clap back.
What's going on, Clap?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, give Clap back a round of applause too. He's a special guest.
Yeah, but Saul, it's the management of the stock. See, that's how the stock plummets. It's the management of the company. It's the management of what the moves that the company is making, right? If they're making good deals, the stock goes up. If they're making bad deals, the stock goes down. So it's plummeting right now. So if vagina was a stock, it's plummeting right now. And the only people that can make it go back up again and start gaining traction are women, because they're the managers of it. They got to get some more management. They got to get help with their management skills. They got to come together, have a couple extra more boardroom meetings to say what we're going to do and what we're going to price these things at. We got to try to probably get a strategist in there that men trust to understand what's going on with the company. Yeah, it's plummeting. It's doing terrible right now. We need to get some backers. We need to get people that are going to invest some good money in it that could gain more trust for the stock, because it's plummeting right now. Y'all got to do something.
Okay, fellas, here comes another uncomfortable truth, and I need every last one of you to give it. I know that some of you are married. I understand that. I need you to go back before that occurrence. I want you to tell me, what was the least amount of effort you had to get access to a woman's body?
You say it again. What's the lowest?
The lowest amount of effort. What was the lowest amount of effort you had to get access to a woman's body? What was the least amount of effort you had to give in order?
Can I tell you? Go ahead, Lowe. Go ahead, Lowe. I got it.
Here comes the uncomfortable motherfucking truth.
A Waffle House and a 6-pack of wine coolers.
You paid too much. You paid too much. You paid too much, bro.
He said you
paid too much, bro. You paid
Yeah,
too
you
much.
did.
You walk off a house at a wine cooler.
Hey man, we talking about back in like 90. We talking about back in 95, man.
Okay.
So the price was still so the price was still kind of high.
No, trust me, you paid too much. Go ahead, Clap. Tell yours. I'll tell my next.
Mine was a 10-sack of White Castles with no cheese on it.
You
win. Perfect.
Well, you paid too much. You paid too much, bro.
You know I'm going last. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Black Male.
Honestly, man, I didn't do anything. Like she just observed me in terms of how I was interacting with my friends, and yeah, that was it.
You paid too much. You paid too much. Go ahead.
He didn't do nothing.
No, he paid too much. Go ahead.
I'm going last.
You know I got a better deal.
No,
not all y'all. My turn?
Yep.
I had a beard.
Get the fuck.
Nigga! I had a beard.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Wow.
It turned her on, and she wanted me.
All right. Okay, this is what I did. WYD. That's what I text.
What you doing?
What you doing?
Oh, so you had to do something out your way. You still paid too much. I paid less.
Wait, what?
Out of all the stories there.
It's not a
all I did was live, grow. That's
It's
all
not
I did was grow a beard.
No, that's a lot of work.
That was it.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
That's not a lot of work. No, it was a little bit. It was one of them chin strap beards. That's not a lot of work.
Okay, Kelly, welcome to the show. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hey, everyone.
It's a lot of courage for a woman to come up on the uncomfortable truth. And every time I get a woman to come up here, I salute you, regardless of your race, religion, gender, whether it's fluid. Never mind. So,
hey, babe. Sorry.
I need your answer to, because the questions are different towards the women.
So if you bring a fluid up here, I'm out of here.
God, Roger that. My questions are different for the women, of course. My question to you is this: is cheap sex bringing down your value as a woman?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
I can't believe I just got a fucking honest answer. Fuck. That's ridiculous. Hey, you know what, operator? Give a round of applause for that shit. That's what? Straight to the fucking point. Bomb. Yes.
Let me answer why she's pausing for a second. As long as women on social media and music are saying that body count don't matter, they're gonna make their price plummet. If they keep telling each other, girl, you can sleep with whoever you want to, the dudes that want to gonna keep on saying, yeah, girl, you can sleep with whoever you want to. You keep that price low. Keep that price low.
You know what trips me out though is the so-called single good woman is not petitioning the court to throw it into receivership so that the stock won't plummet all the way down to zero.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Clapback. That them dudes in the street receiving it.
Yeah. So if the women,
but they not investing in the stock though.
Yeah, if they know the value's plummeting.
Hold on, Kelly's back. Kelly, are you back?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My husband came in real quick. Sorry, my apologies.
Hey, Tanner, welcome to the show. Could you kill it real quick, Tanner? I'll bring you on. Okay, Kelly, I need you to give me that answer. Do you believe?
I think so. And the reason my thing is the reason why I think so is because you have women out there that they may have not got something from their father. They may have not gotten some from their previous relationship. And it could be the slightest little thing. It could be the love, the affection. It could even be a conversation. And because of that one little thing that they were either missing from their father, their past relationships or whatever, they're going to give it up in an instant.
Okay,
it's because they were missing it. And now because they did that, now that's what you're used to.
We got a couple of women in the chat that are, I guess, they got here late. I'm going to go ahead and get them up to speed. Soldier Girl, welcome, Battle, my buddy, my veteran right there, sister right there. She said, "What's cheap sex? I missed something." Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Cheap sex is exactly what it says. It is sex and the access to a woman's body for absolutely nothing. The cheapest of the cheap. Sex has never been this cheap ever in human history. Men have to absolutely have and be nothing to get access to your body. I spend a significant amount of time talking to women, and I ask them, what is your requirement to get access to your body? And it's always some silly shit. It's always some, well, if he make me laugh, or if he take me out, or
it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
If you got a beard, if you got a beard,
if he got a beard, this motherfucker.
I'm telling you, I was like, where?
And so I don't think y'all understand, as women, the lower your requirements are to get access to your body, the value of you as a human goes down with it.
And I was like 04, 05, I think.
Mirror check. Hello, welcome to the show. Round of applause for Mirror Check. Thank you for coming up. I recognize your name. I recognize your name probably from YouTube, but I'm not sure if you're a male or female. Can you introduce yourself?
It's a male. He's on TikTok.
Yeah.
He was in both our lives today.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Mirror check.
Man, 100%.
So what do you got to say about the topic tonight? You hear me?
I agree. They are lowering their value. It's yeah.
But it's women competing with other women.
Their value is
How old are you, Mira?
It's as you go out and you are.
Mirror check. How old are you?
48.
48. Okay. So you remember back in the day when we used to get ready to go out and we would get a haircut, we go get some new shoes, we clean the car, we shave everything up, make sure everything's tight, a fresh lineup, iron our clothes. Sometimes you iron your jeans that crease so hard to where your pants will stand up by themselves.
That's because you use too much damn starch.
Well,
Shit.
we did it because we were trying to impress you. The value of sex was high. We knew that you can't just do the bare minimum to get access to a woman. But let me ask you this. Are you single now, mirror check?
I believe he's divorced.
Yeah, I'm divorced.
Okay. So when you go out to go meet a girl now, go get access to a woman's body, or just to be able to capture a woman's attention, do you do half of that? This is going to be a hard.
I think
he got to go.
He's gotten cheap. He probably just use light starch now.
That's crazy.
PD Tanner, how are you doing?
Doing good, bro. How about yourself?
Okay, welcome to The Uncomfortable Truth. How old are you?
40 years old.
40 years old. Great. Same question to you. When you were younger, I'm sure you remember when you got ready to go out, when you were 21, 22, 23 years old, you got your hair cut, fresh new pair of shoes, outfit, ironed everything, made sure everything was crisp up, clean, cologne, all that. Now, today, are you single or are you in a relationship?
I'm married, bro. I've been married almost 13 years now. So I got married at 27.
I got to worry about this. My question to you is the same question I gave to these gentlemen. Is the value of women being lowered due to the price of sex being so cheap?
I think it's I don't think it can be the same across the board though. I really don't. It's just like, to go out and buy a Buick is not the same thing as going out and buying a Mercedes.
Okay.
You're dealing with two different things, and I think that we as men also control the value by what we desire and by what we're willing to accept. If we're cheap in our desires, say like with myself. Before I got married and when I was running the streets and all that, then I wanted that quick fix. I wanted something cheap. My desires changed. I didn't want anything cheap anymore.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I got it. So you got to understand though, the first word you used was man. You were a man and you had a reason to become a man. Explain to me, how does a 17, 16, 15-year-old, what is his motivation to become a man when he is seeing that the majority of women are displaying themselves as something easy and they're sexually liberated and they'll fuck whoever they want to, whenever they want to? What is his choice? What is his motivation to go out and get a career? What is his motivation to own a home? What is his motivation to have retirement? What is his motivation to have insurance when all he has to do is just grow a fucking beard and he can get all the sex he wants?
Amen to that shit.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And once again, there is a lot of this that is controlled by women. I'm not disagreeing with you now. I'm with you 100% on that.
Okay, let me move over to my sister. She just came in. Everybody, a round of applause for Soldier Girl. Thank you for coming up. Here, baby girl. Okay, I know you got something to say, so go ahead and let me have it.
Hey family, what's good? So we were talking about what the man used to do when he used to come and like romance us or do whatever he needed to do to turn us on. For some of us, that's still a requirement. So you can't lump all the women together and say that we all are looking for our men to show up the same way.
No,
hold on. That's not what's happening. What we're saying is when I use the stock reference, is that it all plummeted. So, right? So just because you might have a little bit higher standards than someone else doesn't mean that you're priced out what you could actually possibly be priced out at. Your stock has lowered just as long as the other one's lower. They're just lower than lower. You know what I'm saying? Lower than what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? The stock is you got to jump for prices when you could be a little bit higher than what you even pricing it out yourself out as now. You understand what I'm saying?
I got it.
And
Right. So it's all plummeted. It's levels to this, but it's all plummeted down.
If I'm 19 or 20 years old, and your price too high, like the brother said about the Buick, I can go get me 287 Buicks. Damn that Cadillac price.
Right.
I'm gonna have the same fun, if not more.
Listen, Soldier Girl, let me explain y'all something. Soldier Girl is a beautiful black woman who's retired Army, got her own everything.
Period.
Right?
Thank you, Battle.
She has a great attitude, great personality, and me and her have had many conversations, brother to sister, about these types of men out here and the quality of these men and what she requires. This woman should be fucking married, but she can't find any fucking quality men out there that are going to treat her like she deserves. And the reason why it's plummeted is because there's too many women that has the same body parts as her that have dropped their value and allowed a man to use them for absolutely nothing with no requirements whatsoever. And it's hard for women like her to get a man to come up to her standard when she has a standard.
Right.
Absolutely.
She held men accountable for over 20 years. She gonna hold a fucking standard. And baby, do you remember the conversation I had with you? I said you need to dumb down your life. You need to get rid of that house. You need to make it seem like you need somebody. Because the sad part is the men are not reaching her fucking bar. The majority. Because they don't have to. And that fucks her up. If we had more women that had a standard and maintained it and said, no, you're not getting no ass. You're not getting no head. You're not coming living in my house. You're not using my car. She would have a plethora of individuals who would want to marry her. But they'll rather go get another woman with the same body parts for a cheaper price. Not only want to get it at a cheaper price, Soldier Girl, but you got women paying men to be in their house.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. Yeah,
the list
I see
you
that
gave,
often.
The list you gave of what the standard is basic. It's not even, when you talk about you can't stay in my house, you can't drive my car, you got to have a job, you got to be able to take it. These are basic things.
I agree.
So
I agree.
So the men are not even able to meet the basic standard because they're not even required to do the basic to get a piece of ass.
Look, part of the problem is the guys that she wants on her level that meet her criteria right now. Them dudes married.
You're absolutely correct.
Them dudes already married.
Those are the ones that gun for me. Nothing but married men.
And the reason why, and you know why, Soldier Girl? Here's another kicker.
Oh.
Because there's another whole plethora of women who will allow that.
Shit.
So what would give the man the absolute mental capacity to think that I can have a whole wife and go out here in public on a public platform like Tinder and announce it? They're not even hiding the shit. They're like, I'm married, got pictures with the wife, hey, looking for a girlfriend. And guess what? There's so many women that will allow that. This ain't even cheap no more. This is like discounted. This is free. This is not even a low price. This is free. You can just have it. I know you're married. I know there's no possible chance I will ever be your wife. Not only can you have access to my body, but you can have access to my womb. I will give you a baby. Now, what does that say, Soldier Girl, to the 16 15, and 17-year-old young men that are watching this shit play out on social media, all platforms, all TV channels, all over YouTube. What does this say to our young boys? What the fuck? Why would they ever need to meet your standards as a great black woman who doesn't have any type of record, has a great income to debt ratio, has a great credit score, don't have no crazy body count, owns all her own shit, and can pay not only 50%, but 100% of the bills? Why would they want to be held accountable by you when they can get a woman with your same ass, same titties, same vagina, and she pay for him and give him a video game and fuck him for free? Why?
You're correct.
So
And
don't
it's
forget
our sisters. That's my sister.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to make an announcement. There's been an update announcement. Vagina has plummeted. Lettuce up 10 points. Lettuce up 10 points. Turtle sales surprisingly have gone up. Lettuce up 10 points.
Turtle sales are up.
How, Sway? Now, as together, as men, we have two ladies up here. We have sisters, we have mothers, we have aunties, we have, wives. Soldier Girl, I asked these men up here that are married, does the actions of these women bring down the value of their own wife, not to them, but in society as a whole? And they said yes. Because you know why? You could be walking on a train, pregnant, baby in hand, groceries in the other hand, and there'd be a 25, 30-year-old male sitting on the chair looking dead at you. Soldier Girl, will he get up?
He's not going to get up. And you know who I blame for that?
Who?
Black men.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm sorry, but women do not raise boys. Let me get this out. Let me get this
Blame
out.
us for listening to y'all.
Leave my phone. Leave my phone.
Let me get this out. Women do not raise boys to be men.
Okay.
Men raise boys to be men.
Okay.
Right. But they
So
didn't
if
have
a
babies
man,
by men.
if I'm on a train, pregnant with a baby in hand and bags, and a 25-year-old is looking at me crazy, the only thing I can think of is, where the fuck is your daddy?
Right.
But the daddy wasn't a man.
Where's the
don't
positive
forget,
male
wait,
role? Where's
sister,
the
don't
positive
forget,
male role
don't forget, don't
role
forget
model
76.
that?
Yeah, you're right. Don't forget
That wasn't a man that raised
76. Yeah, don't forget 76 to 80% of the children out here born to single mother homes. Don't
I
forget
get
that.
that. I
So
get
you gotta
that.
have
And we've already,
Those are not men.
You
we've
have to have a
already been
father.
there.
Wait a minute.
Sir,
We have to have a
we have
father
already
there
been
to
there
teach.
and done that and had that conversation
Right.
a couple of weeks ago. So
You
Right,
do
so why you bringing
understand.
it up like you ain't
what
had
we're
it?
not gonna do is blame black women for being
Oh,
single
okay.
black
So
mothers.
it's okay for you to love your question, but we can't answer it.
I'm just saying, women can't teach boys how to be men.
But
Right,
the women are having
exactly.
babies
So
by
you
boys. They're not having
hold on,
babies by
everybody. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Wait. Hold the phone. Hold the doggone.
Mr. Anderson.
Are you sitting here, sis? You sitting here literally saying that women can't raise men? I thought women don't need no men
Who the
to
fuck
do
said
anything.
that?
Hold
That
on.
never came out of my
Hold
mouth.
on. I know. I'm
Wait,
just saying.
have you heard that from your sister? Wait. Have you heard it from your sisters though?
Never.
I'm talking
You've
about.
never heard you
I
don't
wasn't
need no
raised.
man.
I'm
I
talking about
wasn't
women in
raised
general.
around.
No,
When
women in general. In social media, in television, and music. Have you heard your sisters out there in the streets say they don't need no man?
I have heard black females say that.
Right. There
Now,
you go. And
now
those females have sons.
the
Those
females,
females saying they don't need no man to do
Hold on, let her
nothing.
respond. Let her
excuse me,
respond. Go
sir.
ahead.
Excuse me, sir. The females that are in my circle, we all think alike. And we're not walking around saying, oh, we don't need a man for shit. I don't hang with chicks like that.
Okay, y'all, let me
These
talk
are the women that are raising the babies.
Hold on, let me talk to my sister. I had I was about to pull the saw out, but I had to put it back because that's my sister. I forgot. This is my sister.
Pull that shit out.
Baby, listen to me. Now.
You can pull it out on me.
Pull that shit out.
Battle, you can pull it out on me. I can handle it.
Listen. Remember, I want us to let's take 3 30-inch steps back to the conversation we just previously had. And everything I said, you said, I agree. Now, how could you agree with me that everything that we just said affected everything that we just said, and then think that it's not going to affect how that young man views you, a woman he doesn't know? He's watching Black women shake their ass and talk about we are equal. I'm not special. We're the same. He's grew up. This has happened over the last 30 years. He grew up hearing his whole life that you're not special. We're the same. I don't need you. This has happened on every social media platform, every TV show that had any type of host that was a woman. He has heard it, he has read it, and he believes it. And unfortunately, hold on, let me say this last part. Unfortunately, I know, and we know as older men what you were talking about. You were talking about women are equal when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to being able to vote, when it comes to be able to hold positions as CEOs and presidents. We understood what you was talking about. But unfortunately, those young boys did not. They took it literally that you and him are equal, and that he is not better than you. He doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't have to open up a door for you. He doesn't have to sing to you. We're going to spend 50-50 on the bills, and I'm not paying for shit for you. And if I don't know you or have a relationship with you, and that's why as that man, that 30-year-old, 25-year-old man, and I use that age for a reason, he looked at you as a woman who is in her 40s, a retired veteran, pregnant with a baby, and say, she all right.
I'm gonna ask all the men, and the ladies can answer this too. How many of y'all have heard from young men that they open up a door for women and they say, I can hold my own door?
Oh my God.
Right.
How many of y'all have
the moment of the truth?
All right, now this is the thing.
Well, hold on, but lower, hold on. It's none of her friend group. Everybody else.
I understand. But if each of these men up here have heard a story like that, who do you actually think kills chivalry if the women don't require it anymore? And in fact, get insulted if you offer it to them.
Oh, chivalry went out of business. There's some people that sell chivalry on the side.
Go ahead, Soldier Girl.
I thought the question was to the man.
No, all the men answered. They all have heard stories like that.
Oh,
I'm asking her. If the women kill chivalry, why would a young man get up out of his seat?
But we got to give her credit for something she said.
She ain't saying nothing yet.
No, she said something though that we just didn't give her credit for.
No. Before you say that, clap, I just want to let you know, Soldier Girl. I just want to let you know that you got 2 lifelines and you can phone a friend.
Ellie, you want to jump in here and help your sister out?
I think that holding the door or whatever, I know I've heard that before. And if I walk in and I see a young man hold the door, I was like, you were raised right, honey. I was like, bless you. But there are people and there are women out here that will turn around and I think it's more of they developed of independence of they don't need a man. They can do everything for themselves.
So what amazes me is the disconnect that when the information was started to be explained, she said that women can't raise boys to be men, which is a fact.
Right.
As though the men out here having the babies that we're talking about are men. They're Pookies and Ray Rays. They never intended.
Pookie and a Ray Ray is not a man.
That's my point. So to say that you blame it on men because the boys aren't raised to be men, but the boys, because 70 to 80% of the children in the community come from single mother households that dealt with the Pookies and Ray Rays. So I never understood why women think just because a woman gets pregnant and has a child, an irresponsible man becomes responsible. That just always baffled me.
I don't know. Maybe my thing is the woman has the power. The woman has the choice. If you see,
hold on 1 second. Hold on, we got a super chat.
I'm rich, bitch.
410 said thank you. 199. Thank you for supporting the show. What's she gonna do? Not walk through the door? I don't care. Thank you for your super chat. If you put a super chat up, ladies and gentlemen, we stop everything and we read off of exactly what you got to say. So if you got something you want us to stop and say, send a super chat. We'll do that. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe. I'm holding the door regardless. Okay, 410 says regardless if she wants him to do it or not, he's going to do it because that's how he was raised. Appreciate that.
Hey, so have you another question to the men? We all know as men, we learn through positive reinforcement, whether it's a smile, a thank you, I appreciate that, sir. That's what we learn through positive reinforcement. But if we get 2 or 3 out of 5 say, don't touch that door, I can do that shit my damn self, guess what you're gonna get? No doors open, no chairs pulled out,
Now let me tell you something.
no young men standing up so you can sit down.
Right. So what I'm saying, chivalry has gone out of business. I'm just tell you that right now. There are a few people that sell chivalry on the side, like those Hispanic people that sell those ices on the side. That's some men do chivalry on the side, and they still do it. But as far as a business, it's out of business. It's not common. People do it from time to time because whether they want to make someone feel good or supply something for that moment. Yeah, cool.
I want to play this.
As a whole, that junk out of business.
Hey, let me play this audio real quick. Soldier Girl, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I want y'all to hear this real quick. I didn't load this up to the network, but I'm going to play it here. Just listen to the audio and you'll get it. All right.
I see 2 sisters standing. Why are the sisters standing and the brothers sitting?
Ooh.
Well, you ladies got to speak up for yourselves.
Say 40 years ago.
There's no statute of limitations on chivalry.
That's gendered and sexist.
And polite.
And patronizing.
And polite.
What kind of law do you practice?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
You ever represent domestic violence defendants?
Many times.
Knowing that they're guilty?
Meaning what?
Meaning you have a choice.
Watch it. Someday you may need the 6th Amendment.
Oh, that's loyalty.
This is happening across the nation. 410 saying again, because the OGs are not correcting these little boys. Well, 410, I have to disagree with you.
I said the same thing.
Okay.
410.
Shit. Listen, this is where I have to.
I know they ain't talking about the boys that you can't say nothing to. You can't say nothing to my son.
We not going to let OGs off the hook.
Hold on. Let me say something. It doesn't matter the age of a male. It doesn't matter if he's 18 or 58. The women in his community will provide the standard that men will follow. No ifs, no ands, or no buts. Show me a community of men who disrespect their women, and I'll show you a community of women who give their bodies to men who are disrespectful. Because I can show you thousands and thousands of communities all over the world where women don't allow that. And men practice that. See, in Japan, where I lived for almost 10 years, the single motherhood is almost a single-digit % because it is not condoned or supported. Men hold honor at the highest level, and so do the mothers. The women in the community push honor, not sexual liberation, not do as thy wilt. It's all about honor, and therefore they don't have the problems we do. You cannot have a community of women who allow the women to do whatever the fuck they want and then assume that men are supposed to respect all women the same. This is a behavior that is taught. You are literally teaching these young boys to be disrespectful and careless because there is no requirement to get access to you. They lose nothing when they act this way because the mothers and the grandmothers are allowing the daughters to do whatever they want. Soldier Girl, did that make any sense?
Sir, it made perfect sense. I just can't relate personally.
I understand that. I understand it. And I understand your background and I understand where you came from. But you have to understand, as a man, I could have a son for 18 years under my care. I could teach him about God. I could teach him about Jesus. I could teach him to respect black women. I could teach him whatever the hell I want. As soon as I let him go into the world, he, as a man, will adjust to the market. Whatever the market requires is what he will do. He's not going to sit there and just go and check off all these lists of things when the market doesn't require it anymore. Go ahead, clap back.
I just had a quick question. You had said that you don't have certain type of women around you. I would assume you don't have these type of men. So how is it you can relate to the bad actors on the men, but you can't relate to the scenario that he gave about the mothers, the grandmothers, and the women? I always get confused of how when we're talking about these conversations, a lot of women can't relate to the side of the woman and say it makes sense, but they can go give a laundry list of the fathers that are not there, the men who are not correcting the boys in the community. How can they relate to that but not relate to the other thing?
So, sir, if you listen to me clearly, I added the word personally. So,
Right, that's what I mean.
My personal experience, and I'm assuming that you're speaking to me, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's just my personal experience. Now, do I see it happen around me? Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm not gonna conform to other people's ways just because that's what society is doing. I was raised.
No. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just saying, how do you,
I'm not understanding this. All right, if
how
you
do in your
saw it in
personal life,
general,
hold on, I'm trying to understand how in your personal life you can relate to the ills of men, but you can't relate in the personal life the type of women that we just talked about.
Because I had the experience of a husband.
Yeah.
I'm
She just
divorced.
said she witnessed it in her real life. She said she witnessed it. She saw it. So that is in her personal life.
Yeah, I witnessed it personally.
Then why would you give an example you've never seen?
Past tense. We're speaking past tense. That's not something that I'm going to deal with now and in the future.
You're not outside right now, sis. Come on, sis. Come on.
Operator, we got a super chat. We have a super chat.
We got a super chat.
RJ the MC. How can you expect men today to be chivalrous and traditional towards women when women themselves today aren't traditional?
That depends on the women that he's around.
Well,
see, y'all, I don't expect
do you want a genuine conversation? Do you want a genuine conversation?
That we're talking, right?
No, that's not what genuine conversation means because you're talking. That's
Don't talk to me, I'll murder you.
Sis.
So we're gonna twist up my
you.
words. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
He said a genuine one. Do you want to have a genuine one?
Absolutely.
You can have a conversation that can be
hold on, Soldier Girl. Remember what we talked about earlier. And everything we said, you agreed. And we were setting the stage before all these random questions came because we're genuinely letting you know that we truly, even if it comes to our wives and our sisters, these men up here are married. They said out loud, the actions of a few will affect the many. You as a black woman said yourself, I can't even find a man of my standard because there is so much low-hanging fruit. You at the top of the tree, baby. You have climbed your way and fought and dug and sacrificed to be where you are in life. And because so many women that share your skin color complexion and your same body type are willing to allow men that have absolutely nothing, fresh out of jail, to come into their home and share their body and share their money, how can you find a man that's going to reach your standard when it's not required amongst the most? How in the fuck is you going to have a chance to find a man when the majority of women are not requiring what you are? How? You are the diamond store that's still holding your price at the rate that it's supposed to be, and everybody else on the same street has said half off for our diamonds, and you're like, I'm not dropping my prices. I'm not dropping my fucking prices. But guess what, baby? You're gonna go out of fucking business because they are doing it cheap. Go ahead.
Do the Cubans zirconia and shine the same? Give me 2 of them, sir.
Buy one, get one free.
Oh, hold on. I thought we're having a genuine conversation because it sounds like pure sarcasm.
I mean,
that's for real.
That sarcasm is real.
But what I said, do you understand what I was saying?
I get what you're saying about him.
Okay, now you are a diamond and you refuse to lower your price. How can you be competitive, baby? How can you be competitive in a world where women are giving their diamonds for 50% off? Or even saying, I'll let you have me now for nothing and you can pay as you go. You can pay as you go, baby. You know what? You can take this diamond home for free and pay me later when you get a job. How can you survive in business?
Well, like you said, we had that conversation a while back.
Yes.
Where you was telling me that I was going to have to lower my standards. I do not believe that.
Right. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is this, right? When she meets his face, Jesus.
All things are possible.
Oh, that's what I'm waiting on.
That diamond will be paid for. He paid it all. Christ paid it all. He paid all the diamonds for all the diamonds.
Call yourself a man. You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking degenerate prick.
Whoever would believe in him will not perish, but have everlasting life and will share the goodness of the Lord forevermore. So
as you can tell, Soldier Girl,
that's who you waiting on. That's your man there, Jesus. Man, that's your man there. And I love Jesus too, just like the next person.
But you found a wife in the meantime.
Not the white guy with the ultra perm and the fair lips. I'm talking about the real
First
Jesus.
of all, Soldier Girl, I didn't tell you to lower your standards. I told you you're gonna have to make it seem like you need a man, and your house is all good, your car's all good, everything's fixed, everything's neat, your grass is cut, your car is clean. A man step into that situation, and of course, these civilians, they're gonna be like, well, she don't need me.
Well, let's be fair. If she knows something that we don't know, if she can turn that stock around just a little bit faster before she expires out of this earth and God call her home.
Oh Lord.
Let's just see if she can, turn that. Maybe she know that they have some secret talks. Maybe she has some insider trading that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I just saw Boaz.
I don't know. She might have some insider trading.
Put 410 his last comment up on the screen, please. I want Soldier Girl to read this. Soldier Girl, read this.
If someone want to wait, hold on. If someone want to fuck her,
fuck with her.
Fuck with her. I'm sorry, I can't see the screen. It is super small.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
If someone want to fuck with her, a man has to step up his fucking game. Okay.
Now listen to the subject. Listen to the statement. If somebody want to fuck with her, a man gonna have to step his fucking game up. Now, my question to you is this. I want you to imagine you're that man. You're that man, right? And there's a woman that's just like you, right? Just like you.
Yeah, bring it.
And has everything you got. You a man, though. You a man trying to talk to yourself. But there's another woman with the exact same look, exact same house, make the exact same kind of money, And she told him he ain't got to pay half the bills. He ain't even got to have a job. Hell, he ain't even got to fucking worry about doing nothing. She'll give him her car, the keys to her house, and he can just come over. As long as he got his dick ready, she happy. Which one would you choose? And be honest. You said you want to have an honest conversation. Which one would you choose? Would you choose you with your standards and your requirements? Or would you go get the woman who looks just like you, that's going to pay for everything and not require shit?
I'm gonna choose me all day, every day. Let me tell you why. What does that say about you as a don't give me no sound effects. What does that say about you as a man for you to want to take shortcuts to get
Hopeless.
this partial woman?
Hopeless.
Right, it's a partial
No,
woman. Listen,
fuck
it's
that.
all right.
Hold on.
Let's be real.
I want half price.
Do you want a
I
whole
want
woman
half
or do you
price.
want a partial woman?
I want the best deal going.
Man, you want a partial ass woman. Y'all want these women.
I want the best deal.
I'll take the best
Soldier
deal.
girl,
cheap.
baby.
I'm cheap. I want the best deal.
If I could get a woman with your quality, right? For half off,
With a and she come with a BBL too. And she come with a BBL.
Hey, listen, they gonna say, they gonna say, they gonna come with that briefcase talking about some deal or no deal. I'm gonna take that deal every single time.
You know what?
You
can take the
You
deal.
know I love you, baby. You know I love you. Look at the comment.
And that's the reason why we talking about men talking about they the prize and shit. What kind of shit?
You're right.
That is feminine energy all day long.
You listen.
You can't shame us. Listen.
That
You
is
can shame
feminine
us
energy.
all the way until you see his face. It ain't gonna change that a doggone thing. The man that you're gonna be waiting for is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's who you're gonna be
my
waiting
man is
for.
out there, honey.
Jesus Christ, he out there. He's everywhere. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere. You gonna turn around, look up to the side, talk to him. He's right there.
No, he's out there. He's just with somebody else.
Peter, guess what? And Peter, when he come into town, he can be riding on a big old ass too.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. Hey, Miss Kelly. I know you ain't gonna let me hang out there like this.
Look, Miss Soldier Girl,
Yes, ma'am.
you are competing with other women.
She's not competing.
At the end of the day, you are competing with other women. As much as you have to offer, I love you, baby girl.
Kelly,
as much as you have to offer, you're never. To me,
Hold on, let her talk to her. Let her talk to her, Peter. Hold on, I want to hear what she's gonna say.
this is as much. This is just me. As much as you value and you know your worth and you know everything, it seems like it's few far in between that you're going to get the perfect person that you are looking for, because there are women out here that all they got to do is blink their fucking eye and that guy's going to get whatever the fuck he wants out of her. When you have a high class woman that has standards, you're going to have a hard time trying to find that man.
And I have fully acknowledged that, and I am okay with that man moving on to the next person and taking that downgrade.
Okay.
So on board with that.
What are your standards and what do you require?
Hold on, no, that's okay, Kelly. There is room at the cross for her.
You know what?
There is still.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown and amuse you and make you laugh.
No, that's what she's requiring. She requires that.
Hold on, let me speak to
This
your
is my
soul.
thing. Listen, Linda. With you and all the religion. Hold on one second.
I don't think your mic, Peter. I don't think your mic is plugged in.
I would have never who's.
Because you sound far away.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, okay. So I really, really hate that my resume got read out, because if my brother wouldn't have put me up on the pedestal that he put me up on, y'all would have treated me totally different.
That's not true, baby.
No, that's not true.
Absolutely. Treated me.
That's your success. That's your success. You should be proud in what you did and what you accomplished. That's just your success.
I am.
He's giving you a shout out. That's your success, honey. Don't ever. I know it sounds stupid to dumb it down, but you might have to sacrifice on some things and lower your standards a little bit to get ahead and get
I didn't
somebody on that you want, but not fully all are there. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. I could deal with this, but I can't deal with that.
Listen. Listen. I don't want her. I said it before. I don't want her to lower her standards. What I'm saying is that the type of men that she deserves, especially in Atlanta,
you in LA? Okay, you exactly. in Atlanta? Okay,
they have a plethora, abundance of women who are willing to give their bodies away for nothing, even if you're married. This is what the show is about. What are the effects of cheap sex? The effects are hurting the good women in our community and lowering their chances to find quality men because the women in her community are fucking it up for her. This has nothing to do with men. It is no different than any other market. If you have a house, Soldier Girl, and I have a house, and we live in the same neighborhood, we've both been competing. You do your backyard, I do my backyard. You put a pool in, I'll put a pool in. You got a new roof, I got a new roof. You got new flooring, I got new flooring. Her house is worth $500,000. My house is worth $500,000. If I sell my house for $300,000, what did I just do to you, Soldier Girl? What did I just do to your house?
You made it lose value.
I lowered your value of your home. I did that with my poor choices. If I sold my house under the market value.
Okay.
Your house
I didn't hear that part.
Is now worth less. Regardless, remember, we did the same upgrades.
Got it.
The same education. Right? We put the same flooring in. Y'all wear the same kind of shoes. We both got new roofs. Y'all both get your hair done.
Listen.
And not only that, though.
Hold on, class. Hold on, y'all.
I brought down the value of your home.
Hold on, Saul. God is going to separate the wheat from the tares.
I agree.
She is going to get picked. I'm telling you, she's going to get picked.
Successful men do not care if a woman's successful. I agree with that.
$300,000.
She's going to get picked.
And that's the reason why I don't read my resume.
If everybody else in the neighborhood starts selling theirs for lower than $300,000, the value continue to go down.
Exactly.
So every time somebody gives more away for free, the value keeps going down.
But the
you sit in a $500,000 house, but the value is not worth $500,000.
So when you see that, you pay attention and you move.
Women like you are standing in front of the house with signs saying, "Girls, do what you want to do."
Soldier Girl,
motherfuckers, sell your house for whatever the price you want to. It's your house. It's your life. Do what you want. Now realize they lowering the value of your home.
She said she gonna move, and Soldier Girl, I agree. You are gonna move.
I'm watching
you know where your Soldier
and
Girl,
it's plummeting, and so I'm
Soldier
gonna
Girl.
move.
You say you're gonna move, and I know where you're gonna move. You're gonna move to New Jerusalem. That's where you're gonna move to. You're gonna get a mansion with streets of paved with gold. There's gonna be a pearly, golden fence there. Your new home will be in New Jerusalem. Got a nice mansion waiting for you.
By virtue of you moving,
you don't have to pay for nothing.
But here's the
it's
thing,
already been paid for by your man.
But on the serious tip, though,
Jesus Christ.
On a serious note, though, you're gonna move, but understand that's going to impact where you're going to be able to move because you're going to get less for your house when you sell it. So now that's going to force you to move somewhere else that you used to could afford at a certain level, but now you lost all this value in your home and you're selling the home now for $200,000. You only getting that much out of the house. So now you're taking $200,000 to go purchase in another area. So your value is dropping. And I think the key thing that Mark said is good women are still telling the other girls, you go ahead, girl, do what you want to do. It don't affect me.
And social media is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well, hey guys.
Soldier Girl.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say this. Look, you seem like you a very powerful, very educated, very smart woman, and I think a lot of times and this is my point of view, that men are probably going to find you intimidating because
Yes.
they can't meet that. And when they mate and they have a very powerful and successful woman, that's very intimidating to a man because they feel that they
We're
can't
not
meet that
intimidated. We just
because
don't.
You
whatever
don't
you
hear me
do.
say.
We're not
Hey,
intimidated
Black
by
Man,
it.
go ahead, go. Black Man
Never
Stephen was
go.
trying to say something.
We're not intimidated
Let
by
him
it.
say
Hold on,
something.
hey,
Let's
let's
go
let
be
Black
it.
Man
Let him
stand
say
up.
something.
Go
Please
ahead,
let her
Black Man.
speak. Please,
No,
that was
she.
so rude. Please let her finish
That's,
speaking.
but that's
No,
no,
The
no.
reason why,
Yeah,
Hold
that's just
on.
wrong information.
Wrong
Hold on one
man.
second.
Okay, but
This-
she's
You don't need
entitled
no.
to
You don't
her
need no more
opinion.
bad
Oh,
information.
everybody, hold on, everybody. Kelly, did you get to finish?
You can't afford no more bad
Kelly,
information.
did you get to finish?
go ahead.
You know
Can I?
what?
I'm going to. The
Wait,
reason why I say
wait,
that
wait.
is
Hold on, let him
you
finish.
have
I'm
not
respectful.
all, not all, but
You
you
can't
have
afford bad
men.
information.
When you have, this is my point of view. This is all I'm saying. Whether you think it's right
You're
or not,
wrong, though,
whether you
man.
think it's right or not. This is my point of view. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, whether you agree to
Let
disagree,
me
whatever
follow
the
this
case
up
may
with
be.
This is
Sleep.
how the sisters keep other
Fellas, let
sisters
her
back.
I'm
finish.
saying that you're
And
going
this
to
is
have
why
a
shit
lot
goes
of
wrong
men
because we keep
that
letting
might
bad
be
information go
intimidated
out.
by her.
Hold on.
She probably didn't want them to
Hey,
hear
hey,
it.
hey, everybody.
They
I would
intimidated by the
let
comments.
her finish what she's saying and then we'll rebuttal. Go ahead, Kelly. You got the floor.
I think because of her success, how powerful she is, how acknowledgeable she is, and everything that she has been through in her career, you have some men on some level that might find that intimidating and they can't compete with her because of her knowledge, her background, her education, where she's been, what success she has been, because they can't match that and they feel that that is too higher of a power of a woman that I can't compete on her level.
Yes, ma'am. And I have
That
firsthand.
I can't compete on her level because no matter what I do, she's already done, gone, and accomplished and been whatever she's done. And she's got more resumes to back it up at the end of the day. Not all, but some men find that intimidating.
Some men.
Especially a strong Black woman. Some men find that intimidating because maybe she might know how to change a tire. Maybe she might know how to change an oil. Whereas maybe a man, no, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to change the oil. I'm supposed to do that. She might do that on her own and might know how to do that. Where that might get ahead and knock a man down, make a man feel some type of way because she knows how to do that. Not only that, and her resume and all the successes that she has had.
Hold on, baby. I got to read this.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect sense. Perfect.
Okay.
410 Sand said, if you can't compete, don't step up.
Amen.
But here's the problem. First of all, my sister don't lead her life with all her successes. That's number one.
At all.
She walks around like a genuine, regular Black woman here. If she was from Atlanta, you wouldn't even know if she was from Atlanta or not. She mixes in that well. The problem is this. Eventually, when a man, listen, I haven't even talked to her about her love life, but I guarantee you I could tell her about the last 3 men she's encountered. She met a man who found her to be attractive. They talked to her. They told her how sexy she is, and he wants to get her number. He got her number. They went out. Then all of a sudden, they started asking important questions. And she gave him exactly what she's looking for. She's looking for marriage. She's not going to be out here just having random sex with somebody. She's not going to be out here just giving you booty calls. She's not in that type of life right now. And then when she said that, the phone call started to calm down and slow down. And all of a sudden, the interest didn't come. It wasn't there like it should have been or like it was consistently. And then she just blocked it. Because she's not going to sit up there and be a pass around like the majority of these individuals are. And that's why I said cheap sex, the effects, these are the effects of cheap sex. And it's affecting good women who have good standards and who have good intentions and can't find good men because women are fucking it up for good women. Now tell me I'm lying, Soldier Girl.
Big facts.
You're not lying. Mark.
Mr. Anderson, don't come on with that mess.
No, I'm just saying though, he's not wrong. And you're not wrong, sister, having your standards, because the price has already been paid. Let's just be real.
Hey, I'm ready. Bring everybody back up.
So let me say this. Listen. you gonna have to either rearrange some of your standards. I didn't say drop them. Don't lower it. You're gonna have to rearrange some things, sis.
Rearrange.
Yeah, because this is you got to rearrange what you're looking for to a degree.
Or
tough you in the
we could try to get other women to raise the price of sex.
Well, that by time. How old are you, sis?
That's not gonna happen.
Hold on.
That's
How
not
old are
gonna
you,
happen.
sis?
I'm sorry.
How old are you, soldier girl?
Who did it say?
Huh? You're in your 40s, right?
I am.
Yes. So by the time you get women to raise their standards, right? You know who's gonna cash in on that? Your nieces and nephews, children. Okay, because you're not gonna have any children, right? Because you're a child of the king. Okay.
Oh my God.
Right. So that's what's gonna
Mr.
happen.
Anderson, didn't I
So
tell you?
I want you to have what God has for you on this side of heaven. You got to rearrange some things in your heart and mind, and make your supplication known to God. And also have what I'm saying. Also, you have not because you ask not, and you ask amiss to attain upon your lust. So some of these things that you're probably looking for in men, it probably not a God thing. Maybe God didn't tell you to ask for these things.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, rearrange what you're thinking when it comes to these men, because sis, the way it's looking right now, you in your 40s.
Mr. Anderson,
The wall done hit you a few times. You bounce back off, you good because you got Jesus. So you know what I'm saying? He gave, you know what I'm saying? He gave you grace on that wall.
We gonna talk offline because you clearly got a word for me. So we'll talk offline.
Go ahead, Laura, and then Blasian, you're next. Go ahead, Laura.
This is the thing. I understand that the other sister that was talking to her when we got dropped had all good intentions, but y'all got to stop feeding each other that bullshit.
Right.
You don't hear no fucking man talking about I'm intimidated about a strong black woman. That's bullshit that y'all feed each other. You don't hear men talk like that, but y'all keep spreading that shit, that lie to each other over and over and over again.
But it's
men,
the absolute truth.
Oh, well, I'm
No,
not.
it's
Wait,
not.
don't
It's not
interrupt me,
true.
please.
It's the absolute truth.
Oh man.
Hold on. Let me read this.
Right.
Super chat. 410 cent. Why should she dumb her standards down?
Who is this simp?
Why should she dumb herself
standards
down to make herself easier accessible to fuck niggas?
Do you got a paid simp program, Mark?
Hold on. Why can't they step their game up if they wanna fuck with her?
Bam.
Okay.
You got a simp subscription.
Do you have a simp subscription?
Hold
on, y'all.
And then I'll answer that. Y'all go ahead, finish, Laura, what you were saying. Then I'll answer it.
All right, this is the thing.
Oh.
We talking about men. We're not talking about fucking pookies. We talking about men. Not one man is afraid of you being successful. Y'all women got to stop feeding each other that bullshit. Y'all sabotage.
Speak for yourself.
Can I finish speaking, please?
But
when
speak
y'all
for
say
yourself.
it,
I'm just saying, speak
You-
for
you-
yourself. Don't
Let him
speak
finish.
for the
Hey,
masses.
Sister,
Baby.
let him finish.
all right, listen. Y'all are sabotaging each other when you keep feeding each other that bullshit. You don't hear men talk like that, but you hear other women sabotaging each other saying that bullshit. You don't hear men say that shit. So stop feeding that bullshit to each other.
Lower, can I say something?
Is it bullshit?
This is for all the men on the panel.
Is it BS?
This for all the men on the panel. So say, for instance, if you were to go ahead and you meet Soldier Girl, say, for instance, if she's calling you and she'd be like, oh, well, my tire, I got a flat tire, or my oil or whatever, and she's able to change that. Would that get ahead and would that make you feel some type of way?
You don't understand.
Let me answer you. Any man, not Pookie, not Raw Dog Ray, but any man, when we go to a woman, we want to fulfill a need for her. We want to fill in a need. Not a
So
want.
that would be a
But
need that you
let
would
me
want to
finish.
do. But
I'm answering your question.
Listen.
Jill
Okay.
Scott said it.
Okay.
We
Go
want to
ahead.
we want to fill a need. But if you keep showing us that you don't need us, guess what? You won't have us.
But who's
And
showing
women are
that?
hypergamous.
Okay.
Hold on.
Who
Women are
who's
Wait,
showing
ma'am,
that?
you're right. You're right.
Hold on,
You're
we
not
got
showing it.
Operator,
we
Let
put
got
that
me
super chat.
answer, please. Let me answer.
hold on, we got a
Man,
operator, put that super chat up on the screen, please.
all right, it only take a second.
RJ
Listen.
the MC, operator, RJ the MC. Hoflation has women requiring men to be as traditional as our grandfathers, only to get a woman that is not one 1/100th of a woman our grandmothers. Thank you for that, RJ.
If you had the plan, sister, you wouldn't be up here. Maybe you need to start listening to men. If you don't show that you have a need for a man, you won't have one.
Well, there's no man on this panel that I have a need for.
Okay,
So
baby, the ones in the street don't want you either. The
I'm
ones in the street
speaking.
don't want you either.
It's not even about
That's
wanting.
what you don't know.
That's why you told her
It's
about
not even
Jesus.
about
That's what you
wanting
don't
or
know.
That's why you told her about Jesus.
hold on. It's not. It's not. Hold on.
Order,
It's not about you wanting or needing.
hold on.
That's
Before
what you don't. That's what you
Blasian
don't
is
know.
next. Hold on, Blasian, then DD Tanner, then Clapback. Go ahead, Blasian. What do you got to say?
Hey, the nerve.
Good evening. I've been listening. I Ma'am, I do suggest, I don't personally know you, but I do feel as though you should listen to these men.
Hey,
It's
y'all
kind of
y'all are Army battle buddies.
oh, she's okay. I didn't know what branch she was in.
She was retired.
Um,
She's a retired master sergeant.
oh, that's awesome. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. So I do want to tell you just to try to listen to these men. I'm in my 40s as well, so I would say that they have some sound advice. There's a whole lot more I wanted to say, but I'm just gonna go back on mute for now. Thank you.
Okay, DD Tanner, you said you had something to say.
Yes, sir. What the brother was saying is 100% true. I mean, if you're running into guys that are intimidated because you have a certain level of success, you're really just telling us what kind of brothers you've been dealing with. Real men, stand-up guys, we are not intimidated by success. We're not intimidated by achievement. But it's only when those type of things changes the attitude of the woman that we can't deal with her anymore. It's not the success. It's not the money in the bank. It's not the nice house. It's not the achievement. It's none of that. And then to get to the point to where you say you don't need a man, well, I think that goes to how you actually value men. We bring a lot more to the table than just our wallets or our genitals. You know, a man really stands for a lot more than that. And so, as a woman, if you understand everything that it means to have a man, no woman will ever say, "I don't need a man."
Now,
So,
to play devil's advocate, she's never said that. She's never said
please clarify that
Yeah,
because
she's never said that. And also, you got to understand what we said about 30 minutes to an hour ago. She said that the quality of men that she needs or is looking for are the majority married. So she has nothing else to deal with but the individuals that are at lower levels that are not married. Go ahead, Clapback.
I won't say they're married, but I just want to deal with the reason women should never listen to women, because that bullshit about men being intimidated lets you know women don't understand that women are hypergamous by nature, which means women date either at the same level or up. So in most cases, women are dating a man. So the type of man that's going to be checking for her, the type of man that is going to approach her, is going to be a man that is either at this level or higher. That man is not going to be intimidated by her success because he's already successful. When women say this bullshit and cheer each other on, you handicap the women in the market looking for a companion if they swallow that BS. Because men will date down. Most women are not going to date down. They're not going to date down. So That's why that whole statement was
But see,
bullshit.
but the reason why women say it, let's just be real. Let's all be all the way 100. The reason why women say the whole intimidation of men, they only say it when it doesn't work out. Oh, he was intimidated. I'm just so good for him. He just so intimidated. That's BS, man. That is trying to stroke back your ego because you having a hard time. That's what women do and say.
At your
Let's be
success,
real.
Mark, have you ever been intimidated by a woman?
If I'm gonna be honest, there was one.
What was the circumstances?
It wasn't that I was intimidated by her success. I was intimidated by her schedule because I was like, this woman's never gonna have time for me. She's always flying from here to there. You know, very successful woman. And
But you didn't care about her success, though.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I was intimidated that she made more money than me or her house is bigger than mine. I appreciated it. I thought it was something I could be proud of. I would be proud to say, shit, my woman got more than I do. But you got to understand, she's not meeting guys like me that are single. She's meeting guys like me that are married. Am I right, Soldier?
Absolutely.
Right. So, and that's why I say,
but the problem, wait, we're missing the point.
Listen,
Yeah, we're definitely.
The point is that she's already selected by Christ.
Oh my God. Okay, so and
that's
then
her husband. He's coming back for the church to marry the church. She will be a bride. She will be a bride.
Hold on,
I'm
Mr. Lord.
Listen,
Mr. Lord Ninth Ward King.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I really think that we hit a bad patch, and
we're good, sister.
I wanna apologize for my part of it. The conversation for me got really playful, dealing with Mr. Anderson, and so just everything that he had to say, and everybody trying to talk at the same time, all that got through in the mix. But this is a real life situation for me. So, do I need a man? Absolutely. I don't know any woman that doesn't need a man. Men are designed to be needed by women and vice versa. Like, we're put on this earth to be needed by one another. So yes, I do need a man. I do desire a man. I want a man. Am I prepared for a man that's on my level or higher? Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and the only reason why I said none of you on the panel is because I assume that y'all are married.
Yeah.
Or am I speaking correctly?
Yes, I'm married.
Yeah,
I'm divorced.
One's next
okay.
Majority
So,
me and Clapback are not.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
marriage check is not either. I'm divorced.
Marriage check not either.
Yeah, the triangle right here. Me all the way down that triangle. We're all single.
Okay. Hey.
We're not single, but not married.
Got it. So yeah, I'm sorry. I assumed that the majority of the men on the panel were married, and so no married men don't have anything for me. That's my struggle right now. So nothing
we got
personal.
some good advice for you if you listen.
I just want to say this. Soldier Girl, I need, and the rest of the men, we need women like you and women that are successful to do an entire 180 on the messaging, because the message that girl, do you, hot girl summer, focus on you, don't worry about these men, do what you want to do, live your best life. This message is hurting you.
Yes.
And hurting other women, and us men are telling you that not for us, but yes, you know, even us, we have changed because we are part of society. We were part of the Boys to Men. We were part of the intro. We were part of that. We grew up hearing men sing to women. Temptations, Luther Vandross, even though he was singing to a man, but we understood. We used the songs for women. We grew up with that, and we are able to see back in time what men were and now what men are, and we're telling you what is changing these men. And it's not you, but it's the girls and the young women that you are praising, that you are encouraging, that you're financing. All these girls, these these sexy reds and these Cardi B's that are sending out these messages. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how you got this ring. That bitch is lying. She cooking and cleaning right now for her family.
But
Beyonce,
Mark, have you told her?
To the left, got cheated on, went right back to her fucking husband.
Mark, have you given her advice on how to switch up her routine to maybe not have all these married men? I mean, maybe make some suggestions to her of like maybe go to a different Starbucks.
She's in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, even in Atlanta.
Let me explain something about Atlanta to y'all. The men in Atlanta are spoiled because the women literally go to them.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just finna tell Peter
because they outnumber. They outnumber.
Hey Peter, you was talking about your beard. I was just in the grocery store, and she hit me with the cart.
Damn.
You just blew his head up even more. Listen, I'm telling you, the women here, there are so many more women than men that I walked into the bar, and the first thing that happened was 3 women came up to me and was like, where your ring at? Who let you out the house? Let me get you a drink because you coming home with me. I understand why men act the way they do here. I didn't grow up here. It isn't comfortable to me.
Me neither.
But I understand why they act the way they do. They have a plethora of women. Even if they get married to a woman, 99% of the time, the reason why they married a woman is because the woman is making more money and she's taking care of the majority of the shit.
Yep.
So if my number one advice to my sister is, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
You gotta get the fuck out of here. If you want to find a husband, you're gonna take your ass back to a military town where people got standards and rules. But unfortunately, the majority of men there are worth anything they're already married to. So what the message is tonight, as we start to close, is we have an example of a good woman who came up here and explained her situation and circumstance that is literally getting affected by what we are talking about, which is cheap sex. And she doesn't even, I bet after tonight, she actually gets to see it a little bit better.
Can I be honest real quick? So
I'm gonna let everybody do their closing comment.
I want to say something to her. Can
Go
I
ahead.
be honest real quick?
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Sis, what's going to possibly have to happen? Let's put Jesus aside. You know,
Okay. Please.
What's going to possibly happen? You might have to get with someone a little bit younger who doesn't want kids, possibly, right? Who makes probably a little less than you.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
She was
I wouldn't do that.
Master Sergeant in the Army.
She's in her 40s.
She needs an older man that has his shit together.
Yes.
His body straight.
He's probably married.
Here's the value of her.
He's probably getting married tomorrow.
Who has our core values and grew up like
married. All the types she's looking for are married.
Somebody gonna lose a wife.
He could be divorced. There's
Hey,
a lot of idiots out there. They're getting divorced every day.
Mr. Anderson, let me tell you what's getting ready to happen right now. It's a cycle. So everybody that's my age, they've been married for 20 some years, and their kids is in high school, and the kids is about to graduate, and guess what? Divorces is about to start happening.
Yeah, so
Wait,
what?
You
don't want none of their answers. Y'all, I'm telling y'all giving her bad advice. Listen, she's wishing upon a star. I'm trying to get her to the promised land. She's the children of Israel right now complaining about not eating steaks in slavery. And she needs to go to the promised land. She needs to believe that she can take the land. But guess what? There's giants in the land. And it ain't looking good. And she's looking at it, and she's trying to hopefully the giants will fall asleep or
She may have to move.
pass away.
She may have to move.
Peter,
Okay.
she's an Israelite.
Last comment. Everybody last comment.
All right, Peter, she's 40 years old. Remember, the children of Israel wandered for 40 years. Don't get that.
Yes, sir.
They actually wandered for another 40 years.
Y'all gonna stop
80
throwing
years.
my age around.
They wandered for another 40 years until they all passed away.
Let me wrap it up. Hold on, y'all. Let me wrap it up. Let me wrap it up. All right, sister.
Yes.
The best thing for you to do is to talk to men, reputable men, about what it is that men looking for. Don't listen to women. They're gonna have to tell you stuff about, yeah, girl, they're intimidated by you. Men don't operate like that. We love you for you. If you treat us as if that you need us, we will love you and treat you as if we need you.
Yes, sir.
One of the biggest problems that we have in our community right now, that men are still telling you that we need y'all, but the women are telling us, I don't need you, I want you. No man wants to lay his life on the line for somebody that just want them. We're not going out there busting our ass every day for women that just, want us, not need us. We do it, we work our ass to the bone because we need you. So if you don't have a space for us to be needed in, we won't be there. Good night, y'all.
Nice.
All right, brother. Mr. Anderson.
Listen, and this is for the ladies, it's not just for you, sis. If you are hyper independent, all right, all you're gonna do is attract men who are gonna pray, not pray, P-R-A-Y, but P-R-E-Y on your independency. That's all you're gonna get. See, like Lower said, you gotta have a place for a need for a man. There's no need there. Dudes that can supply needs will go somewhere else where he is needed. See, a lot of times, what we fail to realize that we can hear you, Lower. Mute up, Lower. Mute, Lower. You over there handling some family business on doggone live. Mute him up.
Operator got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, interrupting me. Let's get some good news out here. Listen, they saying you should move. I agree with them. You should move. But like I said, a lot of the dudes that you want are married at this day and age. At this stage in their life, they're married. They're hitting a financial stride. They're either married or about to be. You talking about waiting till they turn 50 something years old. If that man is a silver fox, he ain't trying to settle down. He's just gonna ride out his life with his silver foxness. That's all he's gonna do. But y'all, listen, I'm trying to get you into the promised land, sis. And if you want to get into the promised land the way you want to be, hey, go ahead. Listen, the Bible says pride comes before destruction, a haughty heart before a fall. All I'm saying is, man is more than money. Man is more than what he can do for you in the bedroom. The man is more than just a good conversation. Men are more than that. But for some reason, we've only put these three things and made this is what man is. And sad to say, sis, I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't readjust some of the things and take some good advice and change the way you've been approaching this, like I said, and it's not in joke. I said it with jokes, but it's a hard, uncomfortable truth. Jesus is gonna be your man. He gonna walk you down the aisle, and he gonna put you in a mansion in the sky. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Go ahead, Kelly. Closing comment.
Hello, Soldier. As much success and accomplishments as you had, I believe that you're going to find the person that you're looking for. You may have some readjustments, some things you might be able to get ahead and readjust and, make it a little easier. As much success, I believe you'll find it. Don't stop. You'll get it. Everything is not easy. Everything's a fight. Everything takes work. Lower, if I offended you by saying intimidating, I am sorry. But Soldier, I think you got it, girl. You'll be able to get it. And I have faith that you will get it. You've accomplished a lot in your life and you will be able to get it. It just may take some time.
Thank you, sis.
She ain't got time. She's in her fort. You know what? Let me be my
This is exactly what I'm saying. So, okay, let me say this to you. First of all, Mark, thank you for having me. The number one rule of thumb, if you take anything away, Don't listen to women when it comes to advice like that. They think they know. They think what they're saying sounds reasonable. Now, you can make your odds better by doing. Somebody got emphysema? Somebody got emphysema?
Yo, mute him up, operator. Mute him up.
Somebody got emphysema, operator. Can you mute him up?
COVID.
So you can change, you can help your odds by doing some unconventional things. I know from being in call center management, director level and things, how within the senior level management and up, there's been a great migration of sending Black men that are older to some of these unconventional cities like Oklahoma, in the Dakotas, places
Wait a minute.
like that.
Clap.
Hold on.
You 56. That's she said she trying to get you.
No. You about to get me in trouble because people watching.
Oh.
You already know I told you.
Oh, okay. Let me stop.
Anyway, so she gave you advice talking about possibility. You're gonna get it, but no change, no demographic change. The one thing I want to leave you with is this about this program that Mark is really honing in on. When you said that a woman can't raise a man or a boy to be a man, you are absolutely correct. So what you wanted men to do is to go correct those boys. You wanted us to go say something so that they could be better men. What we need women like you to do and other women like you, because these other women have driven down the value of good women like you. We need y'all to quit being their cheerleader. We need y'all to stand up and say, take that damn sign down in this neighborhood. This is not the hood. We got standards. We don't put jumpy balls and jumpy hoops in our yard. We cut our damn grass. We shovel our damn snow. We don't have broke down cars sitting in our driveway with oil leaks because you driving the property down. And if you don't change it, we gonna get together as a community and get your ass out of here because we want to maintain the value of what we work so damn hard to get. If you women start doing that to each other and holding those women accountable and start telling them, keep your damn legs closed and quit sleeping with Pookie and Ray, Raw Dog, Tyrone, Byron, and Hyrone, you'll be able to change the trajectory of what you're going through. Peace. Uncle Clap.
Appreciate that, sir. Blasian, last remarks.
Yes, it's kind of hard to say something to follow up what you gentlemen said already. So I would just say, ma'am, listen to the gentlemen because they are 100% correct in everything that they're saying. And I know you mean well, but just listen to them. And I would say this, try not to listen to too many women because they will take you into a whole different direction that is going to work against you. Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Okay, D.D. Turner.
Yes, sir.
Your closing remarks.
Thank y'all for having me on the show. So much has crossed my mind. I know I can't say it all, but let me just say this overall, not just to um, the 40-year-old lady here, uh, but for all women. I couldn't remember the name. I'm sorry. But for the most part, I want to say this. For the most part, I think women are losing when it comes to men because, for the most part, women just don't know men. You just don't know men. Um, and I appreciate this show because it allows women to hear our thoughts, uh, to get our perspective. And let me say this, when you go to a wedding, the father walks his daughter down the aisle and gives her away. And we look at this as just a beautiful ceremony, but it's much more than that. A young lady is supposed to be under the care of her father. or at least a father figure. She's never supposed to be uncovered and dealing with life on her own. So without that, having that male in her life, a lot of mistakes are made and a lot of damage is done. So you need, I think, men, male perspective, male leadership, male guidance, even in choosing men. Stop choosing men on your own. If you have a dad, an uncle, or somebody that that you can trust their advice, I think that's very important, and I think we need to get back to that. And so I'm gonna shut it off right there. Thanks for having me on the show.
Appreciate it, Dee Dee. Soldier Girl, hold on. I want you, operator, drop everybody and just leave me and Soldier Girl up here. I got something I want to say to my sister. Sis.
What's up, love?
You know I love you. And they don't know you like I know you. They don't know that I know you're a wonderful individual and I know you deserve the best. And I know what you're going through. I know why you came here. I know it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. And I'm partially to blame for that. But I do know one thing. I know you're going to find the man that you deserve one day.
Absolutely.
I know it ain't gonna be here.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be here. Your calling is not here. And for women like you, for any Black woman out there that's listening to this broadcast or will ever listen to this, we love you. We want to protect you. We want the best for you. I want you to invite me to your wedding. I want to DJ your after party. I want to see you walk down the aisle with a man that's going to treat you right. And you know, without a shadow of a doubt, if he wasn't going to treat you right, he put his hands on you, you're going to call me and he going to be missing.
That part.
But unfortunately, I also know that in the neighborhood that you live in, on the street that you live in, all the good women that are just like you, who worked hard, didn't have any run-ins with the police, just took care of your business, and maintained an outstanding standard for your life. You live on a street that if I circle the block on the other side of the same neighborhood, there is houses with cars parked in the yard, people twerking on top of the cars, drinking and smoking, and tattoos all over the place, trash all over the street. And all y'all houses and all of you people over there believe that you're living in $1 million homes, but unaware that just on the other side of the block, there are people bringing down the value of you and your home. And that's what this show is about. Just to give individuals like you an opportunity just to maybe hear from a different point of view that these individuals are hurting you. They're hurting you. The Black woman is viewed not just by us, but by all over the world. And these images don't help us, don't help you, and definitely don't help our children.
Yeah, I agree.
And I want the best for you. You, my sister. I love you.
I love you too.
And it pisses me off that you don't have an abundance of opportunities like your grandmother, like your mother. You don't have men out here in front of a barrel with fire singing, shoot-oop, shoot-doo, shoot-oop, shoot-doo. Imagine what it was like being a Black woman in the 50s. Imagine what it was like for all the Black men to be walking around in suits and singing to women and trying to get a Cadillac and a good job at the Ford, plant so they could buy a home and marry the woman they love. Imagine what it was like. But the reason why it was that way is because women required it. Were there hoes back then? Of course. Were there prostitutes back then? Of course. But guess what? They were shamed by the good black women in the neighborhood. And they weren't allowed to even come into church. They weren't allowed to move in their neighborhood. And they definitely weren't allowed to be in their home.
Yeah.
And we need those soldiers again. So I ask you, and any other woman like you in your position that's listening to this, that will ever hear this, to join us, help us, because we can't start talking to the men until y'all start talking to the women, and we both make it better. How's that sound?
It makes sense. Accountability on everyone's part.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. And I appreciate you having me on your show. I don't know how I became a focal point, but hey, if it adds value to your show, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I respect the brothers that were on the show. Thank you. I respect the women that were on the show and their comments also. And I look forward to coming back for another show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, baby. I love you. I'll talk
Love
to
you more.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Operator, I appreciate your patience. Everybody that's out there watching, I appreciate your patience. I know the show went longer than usual, but we had a situation and circumstance that just, came out of nowhere. I hope that everybody out there understands that here on The Uncomfortable Truth, yeah, we talk about things, but remember, regardless of how rude it may sound, how deep the cut may sting, it's always to help. It's always to try to make us better. It's always just to try to get somebody to realize what is the truth, regardless of how uncomfortable it may be. Tonight, we talked about the effects of cheap sex and how it affects men, boys, girls, women, regardless of the standard. Tonight, we had men and women discuss why it affects them and how it affects them. I hope you at home had a chance to just listen and gather a little bit more information than you had prior to joining the show. Regardless of how you feel about me and how you feel about anybody else that was on this show, the truth will always stand alone, unbothered and unaffected by you or my emotions. I hope that somebody got something out of everything that was said tonight. And I hope you'll join me next week, same place, same time. Thank you for joining us here on The Uncomfortable Truth. Until next time, good night.